Hey, this is Pizza Dude Man Guy, and this is basically the second half of Final Smash Gamer 2's request. I think I gave some people the wrong impression in my last Ganondorf video. This is still my preferred pathway. I would like to abandon Warlock Punch and Wizard's Foot in favor of making Ganondorf better represent himself with the abilities he actually uses in the games that he is in. First off, my favorite fighting style there is just the big one-handed sword. I would say that's his main fighting style in Tears of the Kingdom, as well as his fighting style in Twilight Princess and Demises in Skyward Sword. It's the fighting style I most associate with Ganondorf now. A big one-handed sword, good power, decent range, maybe not the fastest. The other big thing I want to go with that is some kind of parry special. What I'm imagining is Ganondorf does a really big backflip, and then pressing attack at the end of that animation does a very fast, rangy thrust. So kind of like Zero Suit Samus's flip kick, it can be used to aid recovery. On one hand, it's kind of tricky because it's a backflip rather than a front flip, but the thrust actually can help with horizontal recovery. Then, if you do dodge an attack with the backflip, you get a Bayonetta-esque witch time. It's very, very brief, so you don't have as much customization with it. Your option is to counter with a thrust or do nothing. So it's kind of a compromise between Zero Suit Samus's flip jump and Bayonetta's witch time with some of the benefits of each. This kind of maneuver is something we see, once again, in Tears of the Kingdom, especially with the slowdown. That's the whole idea. But also in Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, it's a move I really associate with those sword fights against Ganondorf, is a big backflip, parry, and thrust. Now, the request was specifically for a Tears of the Kingdom styled Ganondorf, so I would love to incorporate Gloom. Here's my idea on that. Certain attacks, let's say charged smash attacks, will leave a bit of gloom on the floor around Ganondorf. And additionally, maybe there's some special moves that leave even more gloom, like a floor-based projectile, like a sword wave attack that leaves a trail of gloom, or a sword rush attack that leaves a trail of gloom behind Ganondorf. And what gloom does is it sticks to the floor and then pretty quickly dissipates. While it's there, though, if an opponent touches the gloom, they take one-time damage. It's like, oh, you touched a patch of gloom, boom, damage. And it's non-stunning like Fox's lasers, so basically Ganondorf just makes hazardous floors. So that's my idea there on basically a Ganondorf gimmick using the gloom. Once you have that, I would love to just see an all-encompassing Ganondorf, and I think all you're missing at that point is the Ocarina of Time magic. I wouldn't mind if you just threw in a classic Dead Man's Volley, or maybe a floating recovery with a big, good diving punch. But there's enough moves if you want to go purely Tears of the Kingdom to finish out this moveset. And if you're going that route, you could even do a new Final Smash with the Demon Dragon. So those are my ideas on Ganondorf right now. I would love to see a reworked Ganondorf using those kinds of abilities.